What's the #1 wood type used in American-made solid wood furniture? You guessed it, oak. Oak wood is popular for many reasons, including its attractive colors, prominent grain pattern, affordability, strength, and durability. Oak is often associated with traditional, country farmhouse, and mission-style designs, but with the right finish, it can fit a contemporary look as well. But we get a lot of questions about oak wood. What's the difference between red oak and white oak? What do plain-sawn and quarter-sawn mean? Today, we'll answer these questions and more. There are roughly 600 species of oak trees and shrubs worldwide, but when it comes to lumber for furniture, the two distinctions you need to know are white oak and red oak. The differences between red and white oak are subtle, and they may look very similar depending on their finish. Both types have similar light brown tones, but natural red oak has a slight pinkish hue. White oak gives more of an olive, beige, or brown hue. Despite the names, red oak is a lighter shade than white oak. So, as you choose a wood type and stain color for your furniture, what should you consider? Both red and white oak take mid to dark stains well, but red oak can offer a richer looking finish. The grain and contrast of stained white oak may appear more muted than red oak. Next, let's talk grain patterns. Oak's wood grain is distinctive and textured with long curving arches and loops pulled into thin parallel lines. With red oak, you'll see a loose wavy grain pattern. On white oak, the grain is generally tighter, smoother, and straighter. This brings us to a major factor in the look of the furniture's grain: plain-sawn versus quarter-sawn. Oak lumber is usually cut using the plain-sawn or flat-sawn method. This means woodworkers cut the wood parallel through the log where the growth rings intersect the face of the board at no bigger than a 30-degree angle. A plain-sawn cut will showcase the prominent grain pattern of oak wood with plenty of long loops on display. If you don't see a sawing technique named, you're probably looking at plain-sawn oak. For quarter-sawn oak wood, the log is cut in quarters, then the quarters are turned and cut again. This makes growth rings intersect the face of the board at a 90-degree angle. What does this cutting method produce? A thin speckled grain pattern with unpredictable tight waves and ripples. In addition to its stunning look, quarter sawing produces added strength and stability, granting the wood more resistance to cupping and warping than plain-sawn oak would. Quarter-sawn is a popular choice for mission-style furniture. It does cost more due to the added work required to produce it. Let's recap. Oak is the most popular wood type for American-made solid wood furniture. If a wood type is simply called oak, it's probably referring to plain-sawn red oak. This affordable option features distinctive long loops and textured grain. Plain-sawn white oak is starting to be available for Amish furniture as well, offering a slightly darker tone with less pink than red oak. The grain may be smoother and more muted in color than red oak. Quarter-sawn white oak, or quarter-sawn, continues to be a popular choice for mission-style furniture, producing a very hard cut of oak wood with a speckled wavy grain pattern. Which oak style do you prefer? Plenty of custom options await when you shop handcrafted oak wood furniture at DutchCrafters.